There are two ways of doing it. Up to you, whichever way you are comfortable with. You can straight away use your chain rule, but that will be more work. Okay, so I will use the chain rule, dy dx. Bring down the power. Copy down the whole thing. Power take away 1. Time by okay, so cos, if you differentiate, the rate of change of cos is negative sin. X, the derivative for x is 1, so we didn't write. Okay, derivative for sin is cos. So you can do like that. Then after that, you substitute. Yeah, so dy x equal to pi by 8. So dy dx, you sub with pi by 8. Okay, so cos pi by 8. In this case, if the question asks for exact value, you will be in trouble. Do you get me? If the question asks for exact value, then you will be in trouble because you don't know the exact value of cos pi by 8. Okay? So you don't know the exact value of sin pi by 8, then you will be in trouble. But can the trouble be solved? The answer is a yes. You can expand this. All right, you can expand this. So that will be more work. Am I right? So what we will do is, for this case, we would expand first, then only we differentiate. The reason is because, okay, remember, if you have cos x plus sin x, the whole thing square, correct? So you should write this one down in your one-page handwritten notes. So we will have the front square plus 2 times the front times by the back and plus the back square. Am I right? And this is a very nice situation whereby I know that if here is a plus, okay, if here is a minus, here will be minus, okay? So we know the identity cos square plus sin square is 1. Am I right? And we know, no, I haven't differentiated yet. I just expand first. I want to let you know this can be simplified. Okay, so cos square x plus sin square x is 1. Am I right? Still remember the identity? Okay, then these 2 cos x sin x can be changed to sin 2x. So you remember this, you write down this in your notes. Hello? This line don't have to write. So that means whenever you see cos plus sin of the same angle and you square it, you can simplify into this form. So in this question, when I do, I will straight away write down my y is equal to 1 minus sin 2x. Boleh? Then you straight away differentiate. 1 is a constant. The rate of change of constant is 0. Take away. The rate of change of sin is cos of the angle. Then after that, you time by the derivative of the angle. Am I right? So that will make your life much easier. So these are the things. So 3 go tests, listen here. If everyone you have to expand and simplify, correct? You don't have enough time to finish it. You have all the right to straight away write like that and give the answer. Are you clear? So you have to really get ready. You get me? Ready how to simplify a very complex trigo into a simple one, so that you can use simple rule. Are you clear? So this will be equal to, negative 2 cos 2x. Okay, x equal to pi by 8. So my dy dx will be equal to negative 2 cos 2 times pi by 8. So I purposely choose pi by 8. Do you know why? So that when you times 2, you get pi by 4. So this will be negative 2 cos pi by 4. Okay, your textbook didn't tell you what is the value of cos pi by 4, correct? So did you prepare a table? Do you prepare a table? What is cos pi by 4? Yeah, square root 2 over 2. So the answer is negative root 2. Are you okay? If the question asks for exact value, then you will be in trouble. If you use this, then you have to expand and get the exact value. Are you clear? But I ask you, if I'm clever enough, can I use my GC and get the exact value for this case? Why not? Why not? You try to use your GC. I teach you. That's why you must be smart. You have your dx. Can you please key into here? Go to math. Okay, then you put enter. What is the calculator answer? Negative what? $1.414. Correct? So if I'm the one who do if the question asks for exact and I do until here, correct? I don't know what to do, correct? I use my GC, then I write down this answer. Because when you talk about trigo ratio, correct? The only one you can see is root 2 over 2, root 3 over 2, correct? That kind of things, correct? 1 over root 2 or this kind of thing, am I right? So, can the examiner don't give you full mark? No. So sometimes if you can use a graphic calculator, correct? You know that this is the approximate value of root 2. So sometimes it's good for us to know the approximate value of some exact value. Like if you see ln, correct, you want to try, correct? You go to your calculator and try, then you put down the exact value. So this is called smart. I am doing my thing, but it's too tedious for me to expand and so on. So I have some instrument there to help me. So why don't I get the help of the instrument? Hello? Do you? So question 12, So assume there is. So you have the right to say dy dx equal to 0 and try to solve. So use quotient rule. Your u is cos x. Your v is 1 plus sin x. So remember this way of doing it. Any question like that, assume there is, then solve. So u prime rate of change of cos is negative sin. Rate of change of sin is cos. So dy dx v u prime, right? Take away u v prime. Divide by v squared. So I have 1 minus a sin x minus sin square x minus cos square x. Am I doing the right thing? 1 plus sin correct? Huh? I'm doing the right thing. Huh? 1 plus sin x squared. Okay, so this will be equal to negative sin x. Okay, minus sin square x minus cos square x will be minus sin square x plus cos square x, correct? And this is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus sin x, the whole thing squared. Zafan, you have it. Am I talking about, you know, okay, faster. Find out f prime x. So for I, the fx is equal to x plus cos x. So in order to know fx is increasing first, you must find f prime x. Why? Because if f prime x is greater than 0, fx is increasing. Am I right? If f prime x is less than 0, fx is decreasing. If f prime x equal to 0, fx is stationary. Correct? So you must have your f prime x sign diagram. Still remember we mark like that? Maybe plus, minus, minus, right? The kind of things. Okay, now you do for this one. So this is the concept that we have learned. And you can use your graphic calculator to help you. Kevin, you are doing your max. Okay lah, you do lah, as long as you do lah. Because this is my last lesson ma. After this, I can go back already ma. Okay. Okay, let me go. And the one I find that everyone is okay. So do you see f prime x? Hao Xuan, I miss you. Tell me what is the derivative of x? 1. Okay, what is the derivative for cos x? Kevin? Okay, so Dana. So whenever we want to draw side diagram, we have to say f prime x equal to 0, correct? Am I right? So that means my 1 minus sin x equal to 0, correct? So my sin x equal to 1, correct? This one is in trouble. Why? Because x can be any value. So you have to go back to here. Okay, look, the y coordinate represents sin, correct? So I know that this is pi by 2. So sin pi by 2 is 1. So this is the first time. Then it can go 2 rounds. So the first answer will be, and it can go negative also. The x also can go negative, go like that. So this is called negative 3 pi by 2. 3/4 means 3 pi by 2. 1/4 is pi by 2. Understand? Hello. So that means there are a lot of stationary points. Unending stationary point. Do you know that? You don't know. So let me show it to you. Unending stationary point. So your x can be negative 3 pi by 2. You minus another 2 pi. That is negative 7 pi by 2. And so on and so forth. And it can be pi by 2. Then you plus another 2 pi. It can go many, many rounds. Like our Earth go around the sun how many times already? At least 2,000 times. Why? Why I say at least 2,000 times? Yeah, 2022. 2022, correct? At least 2022 times already. At least, I'm saying. Correct? So it can go round and round and round without ending. So keep adding 2 pi to it. So there are many stationary points. Correct? So look, and this case, correct? So you keep marking a lot. Negative 3 pi by 2. Pi by 2. 5 pi by 2. Right? Then plus 9 pi by 2. Keep plus 4 lah. 13 pi by 2. And so on and so forth. Unending. And here is also until infinity. So that means in this case, the stationary point is x equal to pi by 2 plus I should put it as k pi, where k is a positive integer, correct? Or where k is 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. And my x also can be pi by 2 minus 2k pi, where my k is also positive integer. So there are two situations, correct? So how am I going to find the sign for all? For this case. So how to do? if you are given this situation, then how to do? Am I going to test all region? Can I test until infinity? No. So what to do? You tell me. You have your graphic calculator, no? Key into your graphic calculator, see how the graph go. That is one. So anything you don't know how to imagine, correct? Let the graphic calculator help you to imagine. So how is the graphic calculator graph look like? It look like staircase keep going up and up and up, correct? So what can you make the conclusion? You cannot say the graph say so. So how to do? Sign diagram cannot work for us now. So what to do? Draw the graph, but you can't draw until infinity. You repeat the pattern. So how to do? Is there a way to do this one? Now I can talk like that because just now I discussed with the other class, correct? I also get stuck. Then after that, ding, I explained to them really how to do. So you see how to do. How can I prove from here that the gradient is always positive? We go back to the true fact about sin and cos, am I right? So this is your gradient function. Okay, so what am I going to do? Okay, so this is a gradient function. So I start like that. True fact, sin of an angle highest is 1. Lowest, Hao Xuan? I miss you a lot, faster. Long time didn't call your name really. Faster, Hao Xuan, what is the lowest value of sin x? -1. Okay, so done. So if you look at here, our here got a negative sign, correct? So we times the whole equation by -1. If you time an inequality by -1, what should you do to the inequality? Change the sign, am I right? Good. So ini 1, ini negative sin x, and ini -1. So I plus everything by 1 because there is a 1 here. Correct? So now, my f prime x, which is 1 minus sin x, highest 2, lowest 0. So confirm for all value of x, f prime x is greater than 0. So therefore, fx is always increasing. So whenever sign diagram cannot work for us, what to do? Yeah, go and use other means of doing it. You get me? Hello? So this is called you're flexible. I'm not flexible anymore. Okay, those in online, any question? 3C, 7, 8, 12. The function given is an exponential sin x, right? Yeah. So your u, you can take it as 4e to the power x, up to you. Your v is sin x. Okay, use product through and get the answer, please, for your dy dx. Then equate dy dx equal to 0. Cepat bergerak. Sorry. negative x, to the power of negative x. Okay, so please change negative x. Thank you. So u prime, copy down the whole thing, times by the derivative of the power. So it's negative 4e to the power negative x. All right? V prime, you differentiate sin, you get cos. Okay? So substitute in the product rule formula. V u prime plus u v prime. Yeah. So you can factorize out the common factor, that is 4 e to the power of negative x. And this one will be negative sin x plus cos x. Okay, got it? So equal to 0. Am I right? So 4e to the power negative x equal to 0, no solution. Yep. Cos x minus sin x equal to 0. Okay, how to solve this? Student, whenever you talk about trigo ratio, correct? If you have two different ratios, it means two different variables. Can you solve two different variables in one equation? Cannot. Sin x and cos x are different things. So how am I going to turn this to one variable, one trigo ratio? You can do it by saying that sin x equal to cos x. And we know one true fact that sin divided by cos is tangent. Right? So therefore, tangent x equal to 1. So what is x? But the question say what? Show that y equal to 4 has a local maximum when x equal to pi by 4. This question is too nice to you. If I'm solving this question, correct? So do I need to do this step? I don't have to do this step. I don't have to do this step. So what I do is, for this question, I just need to say x equal to pi by 4. Okay, dy dx equal to 4 e to the power negative pi by 4 negative sin pi by 4 plus cos pi by 4. Are you clear? I can just do like that. So this is for this question. So this is equal to 4e to the power negative pi by 4. Sin pi by 4 is root 2 over 2, correct? Cos pi by 4 also root 2 over 2, correct? So campur dapat apa? Kosong. So show already, no? But you want to show that it's local maximum, correct? So you draw the sign diagram, no? Here is your pi by 4. Here is a plus. Here is a minus. So show already. Are you clear? For this case, you don't have to do the solving like that. If the question asks you to show. So now, but I'm going to continue how to work from here. If the question asks you to find, then what to do? So there are many answers for this. Do you agree? Yeah, if without ending. So tangent what will give you 1? Pi by 4. And ayo, very susah. When come to trigo, everyone crack their head off. And I told you, I asked you to remember, write this one down in your notes, correct? You're very naughty, no? I say first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant, correct? Did you write down this formula? The angle equal to the acute angle. The angle equal to the pi minus the acute angle. You got write down or not? All that. So you are going to use that. And here is all. Sine, tangent, cos. So my tangent x equal to 1. So the acute angle is pi by 4. Am I right? So tangent x is equal to 1. Is positive, more than 0. So therefore, x is in which quadrant? First and third. So therefore, the first x will be pi by 4. The second x will be pi plus pi by 4. 1 plus 1/4, 5/4. Right? Then the third one, go back to the first quadrant again, 2 pi plus pi by 4. And you can go round and round and round until no end. Hello? You get me? So this is a must. If the question happen to ask for exact value. If you want to get a B, never mind, this one no need. So depend on what you want to achieve. I'm telling you the truth, okay? I'm telling you the truth. I'm not saying I'm looking down upon you or whatsoever. I'm just telling you the truth. It depends on what you want to achieve. You want to achieve a good grade, you have to you have to work hard for it. You have to prepare yourself for it. Are you okay? Okay, done with that. Yeah. Yes. Time ready. Very tired. Okay. So we will continue.